Our first story is entitled EP Assaults My Autistic Sister, Then Steals Her Life-Saving Tracking Bracelet. This is my first post on this subreddit, so don't eat me alive. S is sister, M is mom, EM entitled mom, EK entitled kid, E employee. A bit of a backstory. My sister has autism and is required to wear a tracking bracelet at all times so she doesn't get lost. At the time I was 13, she was 15. The story starts in the electronics section of our local mall ward. It was getting near S's birthday, so we thought it would be a nice to get her anything within reason that she wanted. She does not have many friends, and we wanted to give her a little bit of light in her loneliness. We let her loose in the store, following her the whole time, and watched her face light up as she started putting her presents in the shopping cart. She picked out a lot of Kids Bop CDs and other CDs from various artists, and was overall enjoying herself. I was happy for her. That was until EK showed up. He was wandering around looking at the display TVs when he spotted S's ankle bracelet. EK, pointing at the ankle bracelet. What that? He is maybe 8 or 9. Me, oh, that's a tracking bracelet so my sister doesn't get lost. It lets you find her anywhere in the world. A look of awe. EK, a look of awe. Can I have it? Me, chuckling a bit. No, sorry. He frowns and storms off. I thought that was the end of it. Boy, was I wrong. At this point, my mother was in the bathroom, and I was watching S nearby. EK returns this time with EM. There he is, Mummy. He took my spy toy. You said I could get anything I want. He stomps his foot on the ground on the verge of a tantrum. A tantrum at 8 or 9 years old, really? Apparently, he saw S's highly advanced and very expensive GPS bracelet and saw it as a spy toy. EM, what did you do to my angel, you little brat? He told me the whole way over that you stole his toy and he pushed him on the ground, you little piece of crap. I was speechless. Me, that's not his. It's for my. She cuts me off. And you gave it to that little slut over there, pointing at us. I couldn't freaking believe it. I was on the verge of exploding. Me, do not call my sister a slut. EM, I'll do whatever I damn well please. Me, that spy toy is hers. Both me and EM have calmed down a bit. EM, how about you buy a new one and let my little angel have it? You can obviously afford it. She is pointing at a shopping cart loaded with CDs and stuffed animals. No, you can't just buy a new one. That's not how it works. EM freaking explodes. You selfish little brat. She starts making her way to S. Suddenly, she freaking grabs her leg and starts trying to pull it off. S starts freaking out because she doesn't like people touching her. At some point in the scuffle, S kicks the EM in the face and her nose starts bleeding. She had also managed to take the bracelet off. EM, stumbling backwards, holding her nose. You little whore, you just assaulted me. I'll have you and your little poop for brains arrested. At this point, I freaking exploded. Me, assaulted you? Listen here, you crazy. I wanted to say B, but I couldn't bring myself to say it. Woman, you assaulted my sister, who, by the way, has autism. EM, you're lying. At this point, people started taking notice. EM then starts screaming bloody murder, probably to get attention. EM, help, help, call the police. These people are assaulting me. Help! I am shocked. I don't know what to do. EM, this little brat and his whore assaulted me and took my baby's toys. You need to call the police. At this point, her banshee screaming had gotten the attention of an employee. He approaches the woman, who is still screaming like a freaking lunatic. E, calm down, ma'am. What's going on here? EM, you, she points a bony finger at his face. This little poop and whore with him assaulted me and my child. E, is this true? He looks at me. I don't know what to say. I don't want to get arrested for something I didn't know. Me, no, it's all lies. EM gets furious. You lying sack of crap. I want you and this whore arrested. The employee has been looking at my sister, then realizes something. E, does she have autism? Me, yes. E. Did she assault EM? Me. Well, only in self-defense. She doesn't like people touching her. EM grabbed my sister and tried taking off her bracelet. E. Gets the look on his face, then says something that blows my mind. E. I have autism too. Turns out he was a high-functioning autistic the whole time. EM. Gets a look of pure horror. EM. Let me speak to your manager. E pauses. I am the manager. Her eyes are the size of dinner plates at this point. She knows she lost it. She lost. She turns her little goblin body around and starts running, or should I say waddling, towards the door with her little crap. As she gets out the door, she gets freaking tackled by police officers. Someone had called the cops earlier in the scuffle. She had a freaking warrant for her arrest because she was running a business on eBay selling shoplifted goods. Shoplifted goods from this very store. I kid you not. I couldn't believe it. Apparently, her son was a little spotter, and she saw S's bracelet as something of value. My mother eventually heard what happened and when asked if she wanted to press charges, hit the man with a big fat yes. She ended up having to pay $1,000 in damages to S's bracelet and was convicted of multiple counts of theft. And I'm sure many of other things. The kid was taken away to CPS and given to the dad with full custody. I will never forget the look on her face when the judge gave her his sentencing. It was the look of what? I assaulted an autistic girl, tried to steal her life-saving chocolate bracelet, and I'm the bad guy? I just wanted to say, E, if you're out there reading this, thank you. Edit, thanks for the silver. People be crazy. EM leaves son at Walmart and is mad she can't find him when she comes back the next day. Too long didn't read at the end. So, I used to work at Walmart in late 2016, and it was the worst job there is. I had to work the night shift and just walk around the store and make sure no one needs help. Sounds okay, right? This woman walks in and goes to the toy area, and after 20 minutes, I see the kid alone. I honestly don't care. So I just went around the store again because it's not my responsibility to be in charge of her kid. 5 hours passes by and it's around 6 a.m. and I'm just sitting and I see a drunk woman come in and ask me where her child is. EP, where's my child? You fed him, right? Me, what child? EP, you are. I left my child in a toy section at night. EM, please be respectful. I'll bring the manager. Manager, what's the problem here? EP explains everything. Manager, oh, I saw that kid a few hours ago. It is not our liability to take care of your kid when he is here. EP, you are monkey. I was out with my boyfriend. Where's my kid? Without him, I won't get money from the government. Me, alright, I have called the police. Please wait. Police come and I explain everything while she is screaming at everyone. Police, alright, I have notified the station, but we have to arrest EM. Later, they found the kid almost, and his mom was sent to jail and lost custody. Too long didn't read. EP leaves child at Walmart overnight and is mad when we can't find him and loses custody over him. Edit, the kid was found under a tree, at least a few miles away from Walmart. I don't know what happened to him after, but okay, I think if this is real, this mom really does deserve to lose the custody of her child. That's just wrong. Growing up, I know my mom would let me go in the toy stores at the mall while she did her shopping, but it wasn't that bad. It didn't feel bad because I was entertained by the toys, and she wouldn't take long. She would come back. I have no idea how long she'd take because I was just interested in the toys alone. So she'd come back, and that was it. This was in the 90s when things wasn't so scary. I don't know, maybe it was scary. It's just that our parents shouted at us. Next story! Next story. EM, can you please not have an iPhone XS Max? You're making my daughter depressed because she doesn't have one. This happened when the iPhone XS just came out. Here we go. I'm in high school and I have a friend, let's just call Nu. Makes sense. If you knew him. He had been saving up for the iPhone XS Max for a whole year and bought it around launch. He was originally saving up for the X, but he bought the XS when he realized a new phone was coming out this year. School was over and I was waiting for my parents to pick me up. I know I should have a driver's license, but I was lazy and I am now taking classes to learn driving. Don't worry, I can't drive so good either. I have to pay for my license and it's been years. Little Miss B, who I'll call MB, walks up to us and stares at New's phone. I had the iPhone 5, so it was nothing special. Now updated to 6S because my grandfather passed it to me. She lets out a sigh. MB, cool phone. No, thanks. MB, I would really like an iPhone XS Max. No didn't know what to say, so he just said yeah. MB, I would really like it if I had one. Nu glances up at me and smirks. We both read Reddit and a lot and was thinking about choosing beggar. We knew she wanted to have his phone. MB, so can I have your phone? No. I've been saving it up for a year, so sorry, no. MB just sighs and steps back a few feet. After a couple seconds, she lets out a bigger sigh. After another minute, she lets out a super big sigh, clearly wanting attention. People actually do that. Me, can we help you? MB, I'm so jealous. I want an iPhone XS, but put it away, please. You are making me so super more jealous. No, psh, no way. I was just going somewhere. I'm playing Tetris. Nu was a very sarcastic person and sometimes comes off as harsh. He is super nice though, and I do love him. But I want to stand, MB, but I want to stand here. Nu looks up at me and gives me the WTF bro look. Me, sorry, we aren't leaving. Maybe go look at the sun. I heard it leaves people happy and is very distracting. MB, you're a gentleman. You shouldn't be such a jerk. Me, and you're a gentle lady. You should know how men aren't your slaves. She just stands some more, clearly pissed. No, can you leave now? MB, no. After a little more arguing, my parents pick me up and I tell my dad the story. He didn't think it was funny and thought I was lying. Whatever then. Days later at school, MB and her mom, I'll call her Big B or BB, walk up. The mom looks like she's looking at the person who raped her child. New and I realized this would be an EP story. BB, put that phone away. No, why? BB, because you're making everyone else who doesn't have an iPhone XS feel bad. Me, flashing my phone. Mom, I don't feel bad. BB's head snaps in their direction like an owl. Baby, how the hell? You don't talk to a woman like that. I almost gagged at her saying that, but she put her face right in front of me. Her breath smelled like cigars and actual crack. Me, ma'am, please back up like 100 feet. You need a breath mint. BB goes full on B mode and screams. You shut the F up, you little rich C. Your friend and your rich ass C, tranny gay ass mouth needed to be sewn shut forever. You don't deserve this technology. Only my sweet daughter does. I'm not trans, by the way. She had the idea what I had no idea what she was talking about. No, listen, miss. You have no right to take my phone, so baby, I will get your phone banned from the school so you can't make other less rich kids feel bad, you see. She stomps off with her daughter, screaming that she will tell the principal. Surprise, she didn't try to steal the phone. Guys, this is the scary thing. Nu still has his phone. Big surprise. It didn't work. Too long didn't read. Mom tries to get my friend's iPhone XS taken away so her daughter won't feel bad for not having one. Edit Grammofix. Funny thing, scary thing is I heard in some news articles that certain schools like ban. There was an article some time ago, I can't remember when, where this school wanted to ban kids from taking limos to the prom because it would make the poor children feel sad. Now I'm like not rich and like why though? If you have the money, you spend it, it's your money. What the hell? Why should you be concerned what other people do? Next story. Little entitled crap eats crab in aquarium store and mom defends him. Alright boys and girls, this seems super unbelievable, but when you have been working in a pet trade as a sales associate for long enough in weird areas, you start to see your fair share of entitled kids and crap parents. My first of many stories, so don't be too harsh. For context, I work at a mom and pop store in the eastern US, and while my enterprise is in aquatics, I try to be a jack of all trades. The day this happened was rather uneventful until this point, all up until Little Crap LS and Big F PF entered the store. My store was pretty modest, so it was fairly easy to see customers come in and out, especially in the fish department. So I got a first look at this magnificent creature, a 40-something-year-old woman talking on a cell phone, obviously her hair obviously dyed blonde, an outfit practically screaming midlife crisis. While her child was in tow, the kid must have been 7 or 8, and the kid playing on a switch, his shirt covered in what looked like a mixture of pizza sauce, soda, and plenty of mystery stains. At first, things were pretty normal, the kid originally not caring about anything in the store, while PF was getting enraged at him for not paying attention. Though that changed rather fast. PF and LS were near the ferrets when PF took LS's switch, immediately causing a reaction of screaming and pouting before being distracted by some of the fish over in my department. Alright, a bit of unnecessary information, but the way the store's fish department is set up, 2/5 is fresh water, 2/5 is equipment, and the rest is salt water. Given we weren't known for salt water, we're only kept pretty generic yet sought after fish, like hippotangs, various clownfish, six-line walruses, etc. The thing about the first two is because of Finding Nemo, kids are drawn to the Dories or the Nemos. Alright, all that in mind, the first thing Ellis did was head over to the small assortment of hippotangs we had, practically pressing his face against the glass, yelling out Dory as loud as he could. PF hailed me down from algae scrubbing, and this started the encounter. I like to act casual around the workplace as I find it lowers any sort of anxiety a customer has that makes me way more approachable. First thing out of my mouth was, "Hey there, how's your night going? Need help with something?" PF started out the encounter with a roll of the eyes before pointing to the tang and demanding the price, with a simple but rude, "How much for this thing?" Was the way she said that was rude. After shifting gears from a casual standing to a more professional one, I simply told her that the tang was 160. He was a good-sized tang. Of course she had scoffed, but what came next was more worrying. PF pulled out $30 from a purse and placed it on the desk to use to bag the fish in an aggravated tone, saying, "PF, that's all you're getting. Bag him." Things start to go poorly from here. It was worth noting that it was 9:15 at this point, the store having closed 15 minutes ago. Though we make it a policy not to ask customers not to leave until 9:30. It was just my manager and myself at this point. My manager was in the office closing down registers, so essentially it was like I'm the only employee in the store. Seeing PF place the $30 on the table, I raised an eyebrow before leaning against the wall, simply asking her, "Do you have a saltwater tank?" She didn't take this well and screamed without a second passing, "None of your freaking business. Now bag my fish, you cocky little crap." I simply refused and slid her $30 back towards her before she slid it back, now more pissed off. "PF, I'm going to get your butt fired if you don't bag my fish right now." At this, Ellis was getting pissed at the interaction and screaming like a banshee about how he wanted the tang, still referring to it as Dory, and beginning to stomp his feet and a tantrum. Soon I was asking them to leave. So this is where I messed up. I should have called the cops at this point, knowing she was going to leave without a fight. Ellis was on the floor, pounding his fist on the floor, his snot dropping down from his face. PF tried to guilt me. "PF, sorry, sweetie, this guy doesn't want you to have the fish. He's perfectly fine with you having no fish, friend, to make you happy." At this point, she turned back to me. "You see what you did, you stupid F? You are breaking my angel's heart because you're being too much of a Jew to sell me the fish." Internally, I was laughing. This kind of situation happened now again, but the anti-Semitism was a new one. I had figured out everything was starting to revolve at this point though I was mistaken. LS flipped her lid. You know how some opera singers can break glass with their voice? This kid would have a knack for something like that. LS was screaming as loud as humanly possible. At this point, he managed to reach into the tank. At last, my manager had made his way out of the office and watching what was going on. LS grabbed a piece of live rock, accidentally grabbing a long spine urchin. Angry screaming turned into wails of pain, and he pulled the rock out of the tank. A poor little pom-pom crab in tow. At this point, I was less focused on the kid and more focused on making sure my manager was calling 911, which he did. When I turned around, I saw something that still gives me nightmares to this day. The kid had been clutching his hand while his mother tried to keep him. Something was hanging out of his mouth. The poor little pom-pom crab had been crushed by the kid, having shoved it into his mouth and chomping down on it, leaving his little claw hanging out of his mouth. To the next 2 minutes was a strange combination of astonishment and panic, myself telling the kid to move his hand since he would break the spines of the urchin, while PF began hitting me with her crappy purse that I hurt her kid. Me, your kid shoved his hand into the tank, one with toxic animals nonetheless. Foxface rabbitfish. And, well, that's a tongue twister, and did this to himself. Calm the hell down. You need to leave him alone so when the paramedics get here, they can get the spines out. PF, how dare you expect me? Do you expect me to leave my little angel suffer? If you had just sold me the stupid fish, none of this would have happened. Me, your kid reached into the tank and ate the crab. What the hell did you teach this kid? PF, don't you ever tell me how to raise my angel. He has a right to eat the crab. You took something from him and he took something from you. By the end of this interaction, the paramedics had arrived, restraining the kid and taking him into an ambulance and as the police tried to sort things out. Unsurprisingly, PF tried to pin everything on me, saying I threw the urchin at him. WTF? And he ate the crab in a panic. Equally unsurprisingly, we had the entire thing on CCTV, including PF hitting me with her purse. Long story short, PF was arrested for aggravated assault as apparently she had stuffed the rock into her bag to give it an extra punch. Didn't notice until after the paramedics saw me. I was bleeding on my leg from the jagged live rock. After getting a statement, the cops left. PF and LS going off wherever the cops took them, and I got out of everything with 8 stitches and $300 bonus from my boss for handling the situation without getting seriously injured. From what I ended up hearing, the kid actually got stung by the fox-face dorsal spines, and that sent him into a blind rage. The mom got a plea deal, and she ended up with a large fine, some jail time, and some other crap. In summary, I didn't sell EM a fish, a kid flipped his lid, grabbed an urchin, ate a crab, EM got arrested for assault. This was by far the worst situation I had ever had in the store. I still can't believe the outcome of this up to this day. Still, 3 years ago. This was 3 years ago. Now, no. I was in work the other day when I say a pouting kid over a mom not let him have a hippo tank. This has been brought to the front of my mind ever since. Edit at work at the moment. Gonna try to find out what happened to my boss later. Just noticed inconsistency with his timeline. Switch wasn't out yet. I personally always remember it was a Switch. Though given the circumstances, there was a big chance it was an iPad or something similar in shape. Gonna leave this here, just everyone knows. Also, thanks for the silver. Wow, that was a long one. Okay, I know I stumbled around. I don't know. I hope in the future my live reading improves over the next few videos I'm gonna be making. Let's see how it goes. And this story, oh my gosh, this story. So this kid didn't get his way, so he ate a crab. Wow. How spoiled do you have to be? What is his home life? Well, people. That's it for today's video. Thanks for listening. If you have any comments on how to improve my speech and how to improve my diction and live reading, aside from just practice, I would greatly appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.